Hello, hello, fellow students. Good morning and happy new week. I do hope that each and every one of you is doing just fine, keeping safe while back at home, helping mom and dad with domestic activities above all, taking the online studies as a priority. Once more, I am your English teacher, Teacher Ojong Elvis. You can as well call me Teacher Roger. It's my privilege to reach out to you guys again via this medium. So for today, we are going to continue with our sports lesson. That is a lesson we've been on all this while. In our past lessons, we've talked about types of sports equipment, places where we can play sport, the kind of sports that we like, the ones we don't like, our favorite sport, and what we need in order to participate in a particular type of sport. So today we're going to be ramming up with the last part of this lesson. Okay, so we'll talk about type of sport such as football, volleyball, ping pong, badminton, table tennis, lawn tennis, basketball, gymnastic, and all that. Okay, so we'll talk about places where we can play these sports like the stadium, and all that. Today we are going to look into those sports that we could recommend to people and to ourselves, and also look into those sports that some people prefer, like doing, and the reason why. With that being said, let's move to our next slide. Here we are going to listen to a sports song first. Are you ready? Oh yes, we are ready. Okay, so let's listen together, and here we go. Yes, I do. Yes. Yes, I do. Can you kick and hit? Can you bounce and catch? Do you like playing sports? Yes, I do. Do you like soccer? Yes, I do. Do you like soccer? Yes, I do. Can you kick a ball? Can you kick a ball? Do you like soccer? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Do you like basketball? Yes, I do. Can you bounce a ball? Can you bounce a ball? Do you like basketball? Yes, I do. Do you like tennis? Yes, I do. Do you like tennis? Yes, I do. Can you hit a ball? Can you hit a ball? Do you like tennis? Yes, I do. Do you like baseball? Yes, I do. Do you baseball? Yes, I do. Can you catch a ball? Can you catch a ball? Do you like baseball? Yes, I do. Do you like playing sports? Yes, I do. Do you like playing sports? Yes, I do. Can you kick and hit? Can you bounce and catch? Do you like playing sports? Yes, I do. Do you like playing sports? Yes, I do. Yay! That's very good, and I hope we all did enjoy this piece of song about sport. Do you like football? Do you like tennis? Do you like ping pong? Do you like volleyball? Can you kick the ball? Can you catch the ball? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, so that was it for this song. With that being said, let us proceed to our next slide. And here we are going to be talking about this activity you see here. We're going to read and complete, or read and fill the gaps. Okay, we have gaps here. Before reading, let's first of all read the question. Question number 1 says, Adam is dash the ball. Question number 2, Sonia is dash to hit the volleyball. Question number 3 says, Wendy is running a dash. Question number 4, they are practicing for dash. Okay, so let's read together. Remember, this is a lesson continuation. The boys and girls are in the playground. They are practicing for sports day. Adam is kicking the ball with Clark. Sonia is jumping to hit the volleyball. Wendy and her friends are running a race. They are having fun. Okay, so let's go back to our questions. Question number 1 says, Adam is dash the ball. So what's the answer? Let's look at Adam. It says, Adam is kicking the ball. So our answer is kicking. Adam is kicking the ball with Clark. So our answer is kicking. So we have it right there, kicking the ball. Okay, number 2 says, Sonia is dashed to hit the volleyball. Sonia is jumping to hit the volleyball. Jumping. Okay, Sonia is jumping. So we have here jumping to hit the volleyball. Our answer is jumping, right? So we have it there, jumping. Sonia is jumping to hit the volleyball. And number 3 says, Wendy is running a dash. So we look at Wendy. Wendy and her friends are running a race. Wendy and her friends are running a race. So here we have Wendy is running a race. That's our answer, running a race. Okay. And next we have, they are practicing for. So let's look at it around here. It says they are practicing for sports day. Sports day. So this is our answer. Sports day. They are practicing for sports day, isn't it? Okay, that's good. So we are done with this. Adam is kicking the ball. Sonia is jumping to hit the volleyball. Wendy is running a race. They are practicing for sports day. Okay, that was it. We have done it. So easy and not complicated, isn't it? Next, let's go to our next slide and see what we got there. And where are the boys and girls? They are in the playground. So playground. They are in the playground. This is a fit question that I adopted. Fortunately, it came back late. Where are the boys and girls? They are in the playground. The boys and girls are in the playground. Where are the boys and girls? In the playground. Okay. All right. Here we are going to draw and write about the sport activities. Use the reading as a model. What are we supposed to do here? We're supposed to draw some sport activities that we are doing, and then we'll try to write something about them. What kind of sport activities do you know? You draw them in your notebook, and then you write something about them. We have a model, which is an example. For instance, we can use this. The boys and girls are in the playground. So Mana is playing football. Mani is throwing a rugby ball to Chujai, and Petty and his friends are skateboarding. Now, this is a model that we can follow in order to write our own sport activities. Then we'll draw them here. Draw some sport activities here. You can draw football, ping pong, table tennis, anything of that sort. And then you write something about it following this example, okay? That's gonna be good. So that's what we're supposed to do here. Make sure you pause the video and try to do this activity. They have fun. And here we're going to talk, look into these activities. It involves talking about sports. We need to talk about sports. Group conversation. What sports do you like? What sports do you like? Okay. I like football. I like football. When do you play football? I like football. When do you play football? I play football on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. At 5:30 p.m. My favorite sport is volleyball. My favorite sport is volleyball. Do you play badminton? Do you play badminton? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Okay. No, I don't. Where do you play badminton football, volleyball. So any of this vocabulary can be used here. We have done this vocabulary already. That's why they are not featuring here. Where do you play football? I play football at the stadium. At the football stadium. Where do you play football? I play football at the football stadium. So where do you play volleyball? Where do you play ping pong? Where do you play badminton? You should know and respond in this manner. Can you play tennis? Can you play tennis? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Can you play tennis? Yes, I can. No, I can't. You should know yes means you can play, no means you can't play. Okay. So this is how we use this exercise to talk about sport. So let's go through it one more time. What sports do you like? I like table tennis, ping pong, volleyball, basketball. When do you play basketball, volleyball, ping pong, baseball? So you can say, I play on Monday at 6 p.m. or Monday at 11 a.m. depending on the time that you play. What's your favorite sport? My favorite sport is, okay, volleyball, football, ping pong, badminton, any of them can be your favorite sport. Do you play football? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Where do you play volleyball? I play volleyball at the volleyball court. At the volleyball court, at the gym, it depends, okay? Can you play baseball? Yes, I can. No, I can't, okay? All right, that's good. So make sure you do this, practice this exercise as many times as possible until you are acquainted with the content. Let's move to our next slide. Here we are going to put this dialogue in a correct order. We're going to put this dialogue in the correct order. Okay, so what are the students doing in the playground? We have to put it from 1 to the last in a correct order. What are the students doing in the playground? It's on Friday. Look, what is Wendy doing? They are practicing for sports day. When is sports day? She's running a race. She's winning. So let's try to structure and put this conversation in the correct order. Put this dialogue in a correct order. Okay, so let's start. Number 1 says, what are the students doing in the playground? What are the students doing in the playground? Okay, so let's look at that. I think this should be number 2, right? They are practicing for sports day. They are practicing for sports day. So that is our number 2. Okay. So let's look for our number 3. Look, what is Wendy doing? Look, what is Wendy doing? So we have When is sports day? When is sports day? It's on Friday. It's on Friday. Okay. And next is, look, what is Wendy doing? Look, what is Wendy doing? She is running a race. She is winning. She is running a race. She is winning. Okay, so this is our dialogue. Let's go through it now. What are the students doing in the playground? 1, 2, they are practicing for sports day. 3, when is sports day? 4, it's on Friday. 5, look, what is Wendy doing? 6, she is running a race. She is winning, isn't it? Okay, so that is it for this exercise. Go through it, try to master this dialogue, and if possible, try to say it offhand without reading from the screen or slide. And now we are going to read and complete the chart. We have a chart down here. So we're going to read and try to complete this chart. Okay. All right. So let's fall back to this paragraph. Read with me. Tina Thompson is our famous tennis player. She is 16 years old. Every day, she gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and goes to the tennis court. She plays tennis for 2 hours. At 7 o'clock, she goes home to have breakfast. She has milk, bread, eggs, and orange juice. At 8:30, she meets her manager at the sports club. They run for an hour. At 10 o'clock, Tina goes to school. She's got math, science, English, art, and music. She has lunch at the cafeteria. In the afternoon, Tina leaves school early and goes to the tennis court. She plays tennis for 2 hours. In the evening, Tina does her homework and then watches television or visits friends. At 8:30, Tina goes to bed. She has to get up early tomorrow. Okay, so that is the schedule of Tina with regards to her sporting activities and other daily routines. Okay, so this basically looks like Tina brief daily routines, what she does in the morning, school, and after school. Okay, so you can pause this part of the video, go through it again, read these paragraphs, and then meet me at the other side of the slide where we're going to look at the questions regarding these paragraphs. Here we have in the morning, during the day, in the evening. So we're going to try to look at the activities Tina does in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. So here in the morning, what does she do? Let's check back here. We see that in the morning, she goes to the tennis court, isn't it? Every day she gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and she goes to the tennis court. So in the morning, Tina goes to the tennis court. That's what she does in the morning, gets up and goes to the tennis court, isn't it? Next, she plays tennis, okay? And then she has breakfast. So these are the activities that she does in the morning, isn't it? Good. During the day, what does she do during the day? Meets the manager. One, activity number 2 is what? Go back to the slide and check. We're going to see that in the afternoon or during the day, she does this. At 12:30, so let's say in the afternoon, Tina leaves school early. 1, goes to the tennis court. 2, she plays tennis for 2 hours. So these are the activities that she does in the afternoon or during the day. Okay, so that is what we're going to have here. Goes to school, have lunch at the cafeteria, leaves school and goes to the tennis court, plays tennis. So those are the activities that she does during the day. Okay, and in the evening, what does she do in the evening? Let's go back here and see what she does in the evening. In the evening, Tina does her homework, watches television or visit friends. Tina goes to bed. So those are her evening activities or what she does in the evening, isn't it? Isn't that amazing? Okay, so that is it. 14. All right. So we have this. In the morning, Tina gets up and goes to the tennis court. She plays tennis and then she has breakfast. During the day, she meets the manager. She goes to school, has lunch at the cafeteria, leaves school and goes to the tennis court, plays tennis. In the evening, she does homework, watches television or visits friends, goes to bed. Okay, so those are the activities that she does in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening parts or her daily routines. Take note, please. With that, we move to our next slide. And here is Alex Smith, a famous swimmer. He is 17 years old. So what are you supposed to do here? Try to write something about your daily schedule. What you do in the morning, what you do in the afternoon, and what you do in the evening. So that is what you need to do here. With that being said, it has been my pleasure hosting you guys here for today. And we will come to the end of this lesson because we don't want to make it long. Go through it. If you have any challenges, you can write me in our group, line group, and then I will respond to you in ASAP. Until then, looking forward to reach out to you again next week. Signing out for today, I remain Teacher Ojong. You can also call me Teacher Roger, your English communication teacher. See you guys again next week, and goodbye.